Just give me a minute, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. What is up, guys? Sexy Chocolate 21 here, and I'm back with another YouTube video. And it is June 7th, 2020. Well, 2020. 2020. I guess I can say I'm doing good for overall this day. I mean, the past couple of days have been a little bit hard, especially hard on other places. You know, we have social injustice, and then we have mad rioting and protesting going on. And then, you know, we have the usual with the police come in, and then this is the first time I've ever seen the National Guard have to come into like areas. And pretty much I'm just making sure everybody's doing okay. Hold on. Now, normally, guys, when you see me, I'm either bubbly, happy, interested in doing something, or, you know, showing off something that normally doesn't, like, a lot of people really don't care about. But it's like, with all the tension and hate and anger rising from, you know, Minneapolis, George Floyd protests, and then riots, looters, bombing, everything that is going on, the coronavirus is like, it takes a toll, but it's like, it really does affect you a little bit more than what you think. And that's why I haven't really been doing a video lately. For the past couple weeks, it has been very hectic, very strong, and very like painful to do something uplifting or anything like that, or feel any like joy or happiness. It's like really emotionally down, and the only reason it feels like that is because in your mind and heart you want to do something about it, but you really can't, and you want to speak on things, but you don't really know what to speak on, and what in particular will drive someone off a cliff, or, well, when I say that, you know, make someone upset or angry, and I don't want to do that. I'm a kind person, so I just don't speak my opinions on it. And there's a lot of things I have opinions about that I don't speak on, but I keep it to myself. I can tell you this YouTube video has no real title, no real meaning. The only thing I could come to is like, the only thing I could think of a title for this YouTube video would be emotional. Maybe emotion and change. Pretty much emotion and change. Like your mind's in the emotional state, and then the wanting of change is like in the focal point of the process. It's a lot of things that need to be changed, and it's a lot of things that are changing, but it's taking its sweet process. For starters, you know, the coronavirus, the world is like trying to slowly open back up. But with the less and less social distancing, I mean, with the protests and everything going on, they have found more cases than it has ever been. And people right now are screaming, oh, it's nothing but nothing but the government. You know, when someone thinks, oh, it's nothing but the government's fault that shit is happening, we blame the government for everything. Now, some things I do believe, but when you have a virus and a pandemic going on, I'm not getting outside to protest. I mean, I'll protest at home. Black Lives Matter, their justice for George Floyd, and if the world does not know by now, all the police officers, all four, are being charged, convicted, and or possibly being fired. But it still doesn't bring a loved one back. All this protesting, all this violence, all this chaos. Well, the protesting, yes, that's what we need, but we need to do it peacefully. But the violence and everything else that come afterwards, like, that's not protest. That's nothing. That's basically your anger evolving into something more and bringing everyone with you to, you know, feel that same pain to do violent things. I'm not saying that it's you shouldn't feel that way, but I'm saying we really need to like change our idea on outspoken speech. Because right now, those things we're doing to our own country is like stupid. It could be, and basically dumb, and on top of that, it's like not even worth it. Burning down buildings, looting shops and stores, trying to get into a bank, I've seen it, and or destroying buildings with that have been in people's families for generations, just to I don't know what is it for, because that's not protesting. That's basically committing crimes. Stealing and looting, that's basically using the protest as a way of I can steal shit now. Oh, fuck it, who gives? That's pretty much what everybody's doing. And setting buildings on fire, that's not protesting. That's you're not doing nothing but causing more problems and chaos. And for the people who do live here, actually, you're causing more damages to $1 million companies. I understand if they were owned by other people, other races or anything like that, but it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not right, and it makes us look bad as people. Like, get a grip. That's not protesting. You're not protesting no more. You're just doing shit because you feel as though you have the right. You can do this shit. Like if I wanted to, if we were protesting now, I would go downtown, throw the brick at the monument, and then say, "Oh fuck America," set it on fire, do something, and then cause everybody else to go into a rage, and then be like, "Okay, yeah, this is what we should be doing: protesting and violently destroying everything." That's not okay. Because when the world opens back up, we're not gonna be seeing half that shit no more. You're gonna look back on that shit and be like, why did we do this? Like, why? Why did we do this? Why did we break down this building? Because there are a lot of people who had to put their hard-earned savings into them buildings and robbing their stores and stuff like that. They can rebuild it, fix it, and everything like that. But I guarantee you now, there are going to be stricter rules, changes, and everything like that. You know, with the price of destroying stuff, and you know, what is it, consequences? When you do something, it requires a consequence. And basically, I'm quite sure the consequences now, especially in Trenton and other places, there's probably going to be less amount of people because their shops are probably going to start trying to close early. And then boarding up their stuff. They're no longer going to be like places open until like maybe 2 or 3 a.m. because that's how the world used to function. Places used to stay open until about 2, 3, sometimes 4 in the morning, or 5. But that might cancel out really quickly. Clubs might stop, you know, partying and jumping, like I said, after a certain hour or so. And then cities and stuff might close early because it's no longer going to be fun to like enjoy life. And I'm not saying just for me. I mean, like, you have a new spawn of generation out here that's not going to be able to really experience other like things, traveling to other different places, enjoying the benefits of nature, life, and like, you know, having fun, experimenting with new things, new ideas, and possibly finding a career in what they love and think of as they see it. And that's really sad, heartfelt, what's the word? Heartbreaking. And I mean, not everybody is like, for that. Like, you have people who are rallying against the police, and then you have people using the protests to vandalize and loot and shit, and then you had people who were like, why do this? It's called for peaceful protesting. Like, there's no need for America to be so vigilantly violent. And I say that vigilante because everybody went on a vigilante like spree, from vandalizing buildings, burning down shit, everything. And there's no need for that. No need. And I mean, it started in Minneapolis, and then here we go. New York wants to copy. Philadelphia wants to copy. Places in Georgia, other states want to copy. Like, what are you copying for? Just do a peaceful protest, speak your piece, and move on. There, there's no need to destroy things, burn down buildings, vandalize stuff, loot and steal. That's not protesting. That's crimes. Acts of crimes done to buildings that didn't need to be done. Speak your piece and move on. And if you must, keep it going until days and days, until someone finally hears you. Like, that's what I was thinking of protesting was going to be on. We're going to hear everybody speak. We're going to hear peace. We're going to hear justice. And we're going to keep seeing justice. And we're going to keep seeing justice and justice and justice. We're going to see a lot more. But it was like, when they started burning down buildings and everything like that, I'm trying to figure out, well, what is that protesting? That's not doing nothing at all but destroying shit. And causing million dollars worth of damage. So, right now, yeah, the world needs to do better. We need more change. We need less, and we need more change, less violence, and I feel like we're sacrificing our rights as humanity. I don't know why I said that, but I feel like we're sacrificing our rights as humanity. Because now the National Guard is like pulling up into like hoods and neighborhoods. Somebody coming in? Yeah, the National Guard is like pulling up in the neighborhoods now. Like, I think the National Guard came to Trenton about a week ago, or like somewhere days ago. And shit, when they get here, everything changes. Rules change. Everybody gotta be in the house at a certain time. I mean, now we gotta be in the house at a certain time due to the coronavirus and protesting and vandalizing. But it's like, with them here, it's more strict. No going out, no staying out late. I mean, like, you could have eased up on a little bit of the route. You could have, like, not to say the mayor or anybody, but as when I say it, people, you know, sometimes bend the rules and get around, like, the curfew and everything like that. You wouldn't have to worry about it. And on top of the curfew, we was pushed back a little more, so you could have stayed out until at least 8, 9, maybe 10 o'clock. Because it was actually 9 o'clock when the curfew started. But shit, everything has just been going roguely insane. And with everybody getting killed, 3 ways you can get killed now is amazing. But yeah, curfew, but I'll get back to that. But yeah, with the curfew being pushed forward, it's like we're screwed. We're stuck in the house now, more than ever. And people better find something to do, because it's like, you don't know when the world's going to open back up properly, functionally, and you don't know how well, you don't know what it will feel like when it opens back up. To me, when it first opens back up, I'm not going to feel like, I don't know, I don't think I want to say I want to feel safe. I don't think I'm going to say everything's going to go back straight to normal. Because at the end of the day, it's like normalcy does not exist. I mean, like, it doesn't exist when you witness a pandemic, protesting, violent acts, and then cops killing other people, especially black people, and all this injustice and racial discrimination and everything like that. It's gonna be really hard to like re-adjust. Like, I know people probably gonna get back to their lives, like going back to work, kids gonna be going back to school slightly. I mean, that's going back to school, and then you think about it, we're gonna have to wear masks still because of the fact that this pandemic will probably last longer than what it should. And I don't think kids should be going back to school in the fall, pretty much, on no basis. But I'll go back to that later. But what I'm saying is, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to re-ingest into like life when it opens back up. I feel like it's gonna be really different, even though we're still gonna be probably half as quarantined as we are now. Because now you get to go in the stores. Well, now you get to like go places. Government buildings are starting to open back up a little more. And what's the other places that are starting to open back up? What was it? I think this week, not this week. I don't know. I forgot what opened up this week. I want to say movie theaters and stuff like that open up this week. Or, well, grocery store. Well, I don't know. I forgot, but I know in 2 weeks, which is, well, today's the 7th. So, yeah, in 2 weeks, we'll be open back up the world a little bit more. June 22nd, all the barbershops will be open. All the nail salon and hair shops will be open. Everything. In my area, it'll be open. See, in other areas, everything is open. Like, people are starting to now just try to go down south to get away. Like, I know some of my relatives are. My family members are. I'm a little lightheaded. But, yeah. I don't know what I'm hoping for. I'm guessing I'm hoping for I guess a peaceful re-enterment into everyday life. Getting used to being kind of around other people, trying to enjoy as much of time as possible, or just ready for a new fresh start, a new fresh year. I don't want it to be like this right now. I actually feel a little miserable. Now, I said 3 ways to kill a person, pretty much. On this topic, basically, it's a little bit sentimental. If you don't feel like you need to be watching this part, you could like skip ahead or click off something. I don't know. I'm just gonna speak my opinion on it. But the way the world is now set up, it's like it's a little bit dangerous more, and I don't think. This is why I said it'll be a little bit hard to re-ingest into life when it opens back up, because now it's like the problem is now you'll probably be more concerned about your life. I mean, you are now when you're quarantined, but shit, imagine when the world will open back up and you really get back into the real means of life. I mean, shit, 3 ways to kill a person. It's simple. You either die by the cops, you either die by the hood, or you die by some unknown virus or disease or problem or unknown, I don't know, disease. That's the other word to perfectly decide. Disease, some type of form of sickness that will probably kill you. And then you have natural disasters, and then you have like crazy people and then you also have like what's the other way to die? Car accidents, automobile accidents, everything. Pretty much, the automatic way to getting out of this world is basically simple. People, life, and then there are technology, and then there are sicknesses, and then there are sickness and illness, and then it's like a lot of things. And I feel like when 2021 comes back and when 2020 is like almost over, I'm not gonna probably fornicate with nobody until I feel safe. I mean, like, it's terrible, but feeling safe is more important to me than anything ever before. I would think I'm being more on high alert than I am probably is now. And that's just the honest truth. See, right now I'm in my house, I'm quarantined. I ain't got to really worry about shit else but my family members and or worrying about somebody coming home and bringing me the coronavirus. But most likely, I think it's died down a little bit. You don't really hear as much about it as you did throughout the course between, let's see, March, April, May, and then it's finally June. So it's like it died down for a good couple months to me. I feel like it's slowly trying to go away, but it's like more and more work we gotta work on. And yeah, I feel like that's the 3 ways to die, or not just 3 ways, it's multiple ways to die, but it's like the most scariest is, come on, Whiskers. The most scariest ways to die is by your hood, the police, and then what did I say? Automobile accidents. Yeah. Hold on. I finally said that kids shouldn't go to school in fall. Now, no, I'm not against kids trying to get a good education. I want kids to get a good education so they can grow up and be more than just a doctor, lawyer, or a cop. Well, if they want to be a cop, I don't think nobody wants to be a police officer when they get over right now. But scratch that. What I'm saying is I don't think it's gonna be necessarily safe. What kid is gonna walk around all day with a mask on? Like, they have to do it now because it's liable they can get it while being against other kids. But to put on a mask and walk around school all day and then try to like stay healthy, clean, I mean, no child is gonna go through that. Like, no child is gonna do that. I know my child doesn't pay attention to that. When people sneeze and stuff like that, it's gonna be hard for a child to like cover their mouth. Even if you teach them, you still gotta worry about the school keeping up with them, and that's the other thing I'm concerned about. Because kids don't really follow rules very well, and then the adults who work there are supposed to pin them rules on them nonstop throughout the course of the day. Hey, and they're also supposed to train them whenever they have, whenever they have to sneeze, use the bathroom. Like, some kids don't even when they come out of the bathroom, they don't wash their hands. So that's germs right there. And then some kids, when they sneeze, they don't cover their mouth. That's another problem right there. And when a kid cough, they cough randomly. That's another problem right there. And when if they really sick and throw up on the floor, that's another problem right there. See, I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't. I mean, hold on. Say hi, Whiskers. I need a cuteness overload and an intervention of happiness. And Whiskers is like a big ass stress ball. His name is King Whiskers Daniels. Hi. He's sweet when he wants to be. Chunky. He's been getting me by for the last couple months. He's sensitive, sweet, and I found Whiskers outside. I'll explain more on how I found Whiskers. Years later, but yeah. Or I'll probably explain it through this video. Whiskers! He's been here ever since. I couldn't deal with life without him. Ugh. If anyone knows how to stop a cat from shedding, I'm quite sure you gotta brush him every day, because he covers a bitch in hair like it's no other. But he's sweet, sensitive, he's a big, playful kitty. He's so scary too. You wanna get down? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let you out. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I have hair all over me. Thank you, Whiskers. Yeah, that was Whiskers, by the way. But yes, I don't see the point of bringing them back into school for like the fall. I don't find it safe, pretty much, because kids don't listen throughout the course of the day now. Imagine when they go to school and to think that you gotta rely on the school to pin these rules on them and keep up with them on a daily basis is important, and most schools I know don't do it. Like, I know a couple. Shit, I live in Trenton, and so they don't do it. Yeah, they don't do it. So it's like, and then on top of that, you gotta worry about the school being sanitational. And I know school bathrooms are atrocious between kids and prior teacher staff. I think the only one that stays stays constantly clean on a daily basis is the nurse's bathroom. Like, I'm thinking if the janitor does it on the clockwork time frame, but it's like, yeesh. The kids shouldn't have to eat. I mean, like, kids should not. I don't know. I think this year school should be still continuously at home, and then more so down the line until 2021. And if at any point I said 2022, I'm so sorry. I'm just so ready for this year to go and be bye. And, like, that's how I feel. Again, I'm not knocking education, but I prefer them to continue to go to school from home and learn more. Because now it's like, I feel like it's unsafe to put them in an environment where there is still a pandemic going around. And then to rely on them to wear a mask on a daily basis is very, very, like, very, very, what's the word? Unsure. Like, you're not really sure if a child is going to be, like, risky. It's very risky to put a child in, like, that type of environment. And, like, my child's going to be going to the 6th grade soon. You think I want 6th grade soon? I doubt on every level he gonna wear a mask throughout the course of the day. I have to remind him on a daily basis to put a mask on when we go out places, and some gloves. And Mayor sent out a sheet about a week ago saying, oh, they're gonna have to start wearing masks in school and gloves and everything like that, and kids will be relying on to sanitation and so. Ain't no kid gonna go through that. They just want to go through school, learn, and then hurry up and get out so they can leave. And then what I'm mostly afraid about sending my child to school is that when kids are sick, most parents don't pay attention to that, and they like, okay, I'm going to leave him home. Some parents do it, they leave them home, but other parents be like, oh, you ain't sick, go ahead to school. That's what I mentioned when I said the throwing up part. Alright, most parents send their kids to school while being sick and heavily sick on top of that. Vomit spew can expand up a little bit of a ways, and shit, sneezing, coughing, spit can fly a couple meters away too. I don't know the estimated. I forgot how many times they said how far that stuff can spread, or fling, but I know that shit can go everywhere. And the child sitting next to the person being sick, or the child sitting next to the person across from the person could get sick. They're locked in a tiny ass room where there's limited space to move around in, and then already as it is, and everybody's already bunched up together trying to do work and everything like that. And then if a child is sick, the ability to spread to one person to another person is liably true. And I just don't want to see that. I don't know. I feel like all the parents should band together and still consider saying we want our kids to still learn from home. Because I don't trust y'all gonna keep my child safe. I'd rather him learn from home and keep receiving, the online schoolwork that he's doing. Because he's doing the online schoolwork, and I feel like it would be better if he learned from home and yeah. I don't know. I don't trust the fact that he gotta go to school and this, that, and the third. I don't want that. I'm worried. I mean, I'm a parent. I'm a aunt, first of all. I'm a auntie. But I raised one like he was my own child. So it's like, I feel for him, and I don't want him to be in no type of danger. That's my baby right there. and I want him to be a little bit safe. So I just feels like for him to be learning in an environment where they gotta wear masks and everything is just useless to me. So I'm like, well, maybe they should just stay home for the remainder of the year. Like, let them kids learn from school. The only people that gotta go out and go to work are like the adults, the adults that gotta make money, work, and everything like that in between. No kid should have to go during a pandemic and trying to like learn. Hope everybody's with me. That's how I feel about that. But on a positive note, let's get to some positive things I love. For starters, I'm gonna save one for last. For starters, this year, there's nothing positive about this year at all, of what you make of it. But I've seen a lot of good things happening. Like, I'm so blessed to have the nurses around that are helping and trying to keep us safe. Yada yada. Thank you. I adore y'all. Thank you a lot. And the other positive thing is there is more being done towards COVID, so we will probably see it abolish. Maybe, well, abolish. What's the word? Going down soon. And hopefully it will remain down. Not just for the summer, because they say heat kills it, but I don't know. It's people still dying from COVID. But yeah. Hopefully there is a remedy that can do it. They said there is, but I'm hoping it's true. Hoping it's true. And the other thing I want to say, I have never seen so many entrepreneurs pop out of the woodwork like it ain't nothing. I hate to say it, this pandemic has caused a lot of things to change. Like, you're used to just seeing your random everyday other businesses, but to see everybody pop out with their own business makes me so inspired and so happy to see it. Like, from black owned businesses to other people. Like, man, I'm so proud of everybody else doing a business. Like, I'm really proud of my race doing a lot, because we normally don't, do shit like this on a daily basis. Like, we don't. But it's some of us that's really do we want to try, but just don't have a way to put their foot in the door. I am so blessed to see that. I'm like so proud. Like, oh, everybody's just starting their own little business thing. Why I have not started? Let me explain it. I have no sewing machine. Right now, I'm waiting. You're gonna see me pop out with something soon. Oh, the surprise. There's something happening in 2 months, and I'm gonna work my ass off for it. I really want to do this. So, that's all I'm gonna say. Something happening in 2 months. But yeah, I am shocked, and everybody's popping out with this. Black, white, Latino, Caucasian, Chinese people all have always found ways to pop out with something. So the inevitable is real. But I'm just so thrilled to see regular everyday people who don't really own businesses, or regular everyday people who don't really do business things, pop out with something they got. I'm really like inspired by that stuff. I love seeing people trying to make sales. I be watching people do shipment and orders. There's like, I done seen like a ton of videos of those 3 times over, only because I feel like, one, what would it feel like for me to be doing that? And then 2, how would it feel to like make someone's day with an order? And then 3, I'm just giddy like that. Like, I love seeing shit like that. Shipping out your orders, being your own businesswoman or businessman, being your own boss, and then not have to go to work to a 9 to 5 every day, and just making money doing what you really truly love. Like, that's really inspirational to me. I love it. Very inspiring. Cadoodles and big ups to everybody who is doing their own business thing. Congratulations, you're your own boss. Also, my 2020 graduates, congratulations. I know it's a very strange year for you, and I know this is different, graduating from virtual reality or graduating from the confinements of your home and not really getting the true celebration that you wanted. But congratulations to you. Big ups to you. You did it. You completed your journey through whatever, like college, high school, or moving forward from, what did I graduate from? The 6th grade to the 7th, or the 7th grade to the 8th? Or your journey from the 7th grade to the 8th grade, I believe I graduated from the 8th grade. 7th to 8th. I believe that's when you graduate, your first year of graduation, 7th to 8th grade. Congratulations to you. You have transitioned, you move forward, and I hope you're ready for a new journey in life, whatever you're doing, nursing, pro footballing, lawyer work, whatever you're doing, fashion, marketing, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. This world may be dead right now, but when the world's open back up, we gonna be needing some new shit, and I'm hoping in the long journey I meet someone to, like, maybe, I don't know, talk with about how their journey is doing, whatever. But congratulations to you, to all the graduates 2020, me, congratulations, you did it. Big ups to you. Also, the journey is still to begin and to be continued, so it's not over. You graduated, but you still got a lot more to do. Keep your hopes up. But yeah, pretty much that's how I'm doing. My mental state is actually, what I said, I was sad a little bit earlier, a little bit frustrated about this protesting and everything that's going on. Well, protesting is not the problem, the other situation, but the protest, what happens after the protest was the problem. My mental state is a little stable. I'm not unstable where I'm at the point where I'm like, I just can't deal, and this, that, and the third, I'm ready to go. No. It's okay. It's just that it's a lot of things that have been taking toll on me lately. And I haven't done a YouTube video in, like, it is now June 7th. I haven't did a YouTube video since, what was the last YouTube video? Oh my god, what was the last YouTube video? Hold on. We have to look this up on the phone. What was the last YouTube video? And I got another question. Has the internet been fucked up around y'all for, like, the last couple of months? Bitches, they really trying to cut the internet service around here? Internet service, not just in my area, but in the other places of the area? Because I feel like with the way that, you know, the way that the coronavirus has affected us and made us more quarantined, it's like the internet service has been running very, very slow, and then lagging on a high note, and then shit just happening, videos just losing internet quality and connection is amazing. I don't know. Ugh. Like, the internet is running tackily so. But what was the last video I did? I still have 18 subscribers. I do YouTube, but it's like funny. Oh, the last video I did was Let's Talk, and that was 3 weeks ago. Yep, 3 weeks ago. I be trying. I'm sorry. I do be trying. And I mean, I don't, like, I use YouTube as a platform to get out more and this, then, the third. And I know my content is probably, like, low, but, like, you gotta think, I'm a normal civilian. And I don't wear makeup, so doing makeup routines is not, like, my thing. And trying to sew on, like, camera, let me explain why. I don't really do that because it's, like, I don't really do that is because, I don't know, I don't want nobody to say, oh, you're doing it wrong. Like, I suffer from really deep criticism. And, like, I know some of the stuff I sell are, like, a little bit different. And it's coming from my mind, but it's, like, it's coming from watching other people do it. And then it's, like, tutorials and stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to give great tutorial on it because, like, it's coming from my perspective, not, and then well, let's put it like this. Tutorialing would be coming from my perspective and then from what I've learned from school, but it was also because of a rush throughout the process of my school, and I say that with great ease. Like, it was some moments where we had to be rushed, so learning simply would be a little bit difficult because it's like, it'd be speaking on matters of, like, not really knowing to knowing, and then to being for sure to really not being for sure, and then worrying about measurements, all that pretty much is out the door. I think with my, I want to say what happens is what I fixate in my head, I could do it well better and envision it in my head, and then when it comes out in project form, it's perfect to me, but it's like trying to spit it out in words and or writing it down would be difficult, if that makes sense. So yeah, I know I'm not having I don't have the greatest content, but I'm trying. I will try to do more so in tutorial videos. That requires a lot of footage as well as also a lot of storage on a camera, and deleting a lot of videos that on my camera to put on my computer, it would be a little bit tricky, considering it requires massive storage on a computer and your laptop, which means I probably have to delete everything on my laptop, and I don't want to. Either that or storing it on a flash drive, which I might be taking into consideration. Shit. So yeah. I forgot to do the house cleaning. Excuse me. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below about this video and about anything you feel. I guess today's video again is called Emotions and Change, and pretty much that's really much it. Oh, whiskers. These are just random things coming into mind. I'm trying to be positive with everything that's going on. So if you don't know, Whiskers was a found cat. I found him 2 years ago. Not today, not this month. 2 years ago. When did I get your ass, Whiskers? I do not feel like going through your doctor records. I think I found him in 2016. And so let's see, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Yep. So I found him 5 years ago, after the 4th. So that would have been after the 4th, or I think if the 4th was on a Monday, whatever happened, that 4th, I want to say like either the 10th or the 11th. I found him on my porch, and Whiskers was like a baby, freshly born, new, and everything like that. I couldn't tell if he was a street-born cat or a cat that somebody had and let loose, and he just ran over to our side and whatnot. But he was a harmless cat. He was a baby, and when I found him, he was, you know, he was begging. He was like cute. He was caring. And when we found him, we was on our way to like taking a person home. It was me and my nephew and my best friend, and we were taking him home. And I picked him up. You know, I had a ride in the car, and as he was riding in the car, you know, he was meowing, crying a little bit because you know he's probably not used to like riding around and shit. But yeah, we rode a person home, brought him back home. And at first we were going to let him loose and just let him roam in the streets and everything like that, because my mom didn't really want no pets. And Whiskers pretty much melted my heart, and I always wanted a cat or a dog. And I don't know if that was God giving me something good or letting me have this monumental moment, because I always wanted a cat and dog. I had fish, but it's like they're not what I truly want. You can't take a fish outside or play with a fish, or you know, just pick up a fish and start cuddling with it, get everything like that. So to see Whiskers, and it was like amazing. He was a baby. Thank God for my stepdad. He spoke up. He was like, "Busy bee, we can probably keep training this cat and this, that, and the third." That's what he calls my mom, Busy bee. And pretty much he kept him, took care of him. He was a handful at first. He was a handful because, you know, for one, he was in heat, and then for another thing, he was just now learning how to be a house cat. Again, I don't know if he was a stray, or if he was a stray baby cat, or if he was somebody's cat that they left on a porch and hoped that somebody would take care of. But yeah, he just melts my heart every day. I love him. But I've been taking care of him for years. He's been getting his daily doctor checkups. And, well, daily doctor checkups. Not daily, but, you know, monthly or yearly doctor checkups. Damn, your whiskers and all this goddamn hair. And he is a big of a handful. He's kind of a big scaredy cat, pretty much. He's more afraid of you than you are of him. So if you ever came into contact with him, he would be, you know, he would flee. He doesn't like new people too much. But if you've been around him long enough, he will be, you know, comfortable, respectful, and loving. And yeah, that's Whiskers' story of how he got here. And we got him food, treats, and toys, of course, and a cat bed. He barely sleeps in it. Like, wherever Whiskers roam to and wherever he feels comfortable at, that's his bed. But he can be roaming the roof, that's his bed. And which is funny because Whiskers roamed the roof actually at one point, and I say the basement in the Strouds. He was roaming the Strouds, and that became his bed for one night. So yeah, Whiskers is the greatest cat. He's a cool cat. He's more chill. He doesn't like to be like pampered, touched too much. You know, rubbed around. You can play with him for a little bit, although you will receive a bunch of cuts. I've received plenty. And he does not listen too well, you know, but what cat does? I don't know. I don't know. I want another pet, but it's like, I don't know if I want a cat or a baby puppy or a dog. You know, cats and dogs can't live together. So. But that's pretty much it for this video. I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time. I just wanted to do a YouTube video because I felt like I needed to speak on a lot of things. And how I felt and how it's been treating me lately. And I can say I feel a little bit better. I have been emotionally down, but like I said, my mental state is normal, and I'm not really like out there trying to like be ready to do anything. So pretty much I feel like we need to change, we need to do things. Again, there has been some positives and negatives through this whole entire year. And I just want to see things get back to normal, but I know it won't be fully normal. I know that for a fact. So thank you for watching. I am Sexy Chocolate 21. I will probably do another video. What is today? Sunday? I'll probably give you guys another video probably Tuesday. I know I don't give a lot of videos a lot, but it's like I'm trying. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you guys Tuesday for another video. If worse gonna worse, I might give you a video today. Another one on my opinions, but most likely it won't be. Because I gotta edit and upload this video, and that normally takes all day, depending on how long the video is. And I know this video is long. So, I will see you guys Tuesday, which will be June 9th. Thank you again, or maybe Monday night into Tuesday morning. It depends on how I feel. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will check you out later. And as always, deuces.